What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today I want to talk about a mind change, a perspective change, a mindset that can help catapult you to your anxiety recovery goals. All right. So you want to make sure that you watch this entire video. So guys, whenever it comes to anxiety recovery, we have a lot of different things that have to come together at the right time. We have to have our routine. We have to have our exposure plan in place. We have to be working on any root causes, healing from some of our trauma that you can do through therapy. There's just a lot of things that have to come together. Basically, your recovery process is going to be a lifestyle. You have to be all in. You're not going to fool your subconscious into recovering. You have to get your subconscious to believe that things are okay, that things are safe, that it can trust you moving forward enough to where it can let go of these symptoms or your panic attacks, your anxiety attacks, your negative thoughts, your irrational, your intrusive thoughts, whatever form of anxiety that you're dealing with. To get the symptoms and the negative thoughts to dissipate, we have to gain trust from our subconscious. So this mindset change or this perspective change, it's very, very powerful, and it's kind of convenient for me to do this video. I'm a few days late, right? But New Year's resolutions are a big thing, right? But something that a lot of people fail at is actually changing your identity on day one. What do? We want to lose 50 pounds, right? So we're going back to the mirror day in and day out, looking for changes. That puts a lot of pressure on ourselves, not realizing that this is going to be a lifestyle. So something that I want you guys to do is to apply this to your anxiety recovery. I want you to change your identity today. I am somebody that's going to recover. I am somebody that does the things that a recovered person does. I'm going to give you an example of this. Say you're wanting to get past your heart anxiety, but some of the behaviors that you exhibit is daily Googling, checking your vitals, right? Checking your heart rate, looking at your watch, checking your blood pressure, going back to the ER over and over again. I can't tell you when to stop going to the hospital. I don't know exactly what you're feeling, but you know if you're going too much, right? And you're getting told that you're healthy, you've gotten your testing done, but you keep going through that vicious cycle, right? You keep giving negative responses and fearful responses to your subconscious when you feel symptoms, right? So you have no trust. Your subconscious isn't wanting to accept that you're healthy. So if you wanted to change your identity, I am somebody that is healthy, my heart is healthy, and I exhibit the behaviors of a recovered and healthy person. So what does that involve? That means I'm going to stop Googling. I'm going to stop checking my vitals. I'm going to stop sending mixed signals to my subconscious. I'm going to stop sending fearful responses. And not only am I going to stop that for today, I'm going to stop that for now on. I'm going to live like somebody that is healthy. How are you living whenever you Google, you go to the ER all the time and you check your vitals all day and you're in a constant state of fear? You're actually living like a heart patient, even though you technically don't have a heart problem. And I'm just using heart anxiety for an example. You can apply this to any form of anxiety that you're having. So in order to change your identity, I am somebody that's going to get to that goal. I'm actually going to say that I'm there now. And if I'm there now, that means that I'm taking the pressure off. I'm not going by a day-to-day thing like, how are things now? How are things now? How are things now? Because I'll give up, right? I've been working my butt off for 3 days. Why are my symptoms not all gone? But I'm going to change all of my behaviors that align with that identity. You know, whenever you're trying to lose 50 pounds, you need to go ahead and write yourself that check. I've lost 50 pounds. What I need to do is now identify with the habits that got me to losing 50 pounds, and that's who I am. That's how I identify, right? So what are the things that somebody that loses 50 pounds does? You know, they're checking in on their calories. They're cutting out the junk. We're doing exercise a few times a week. You know, we're increasing our cardio. Maybe we're doing intermittent fasting. We're doing portion control. There's so many things that go into weight loss, right? We're getting enough sleep or recovering. Those are things that you have to change in order to change your identity to somebody that's 50 pounds lighter. Go ahead and vision. You can use visualization. This is a perfect time to use visualization with this, because you can visualize what you look like 50 pounds lighter. You can visualize what it's like to have a life without anxiety. Go ahead and start planting that seed in your subconscious. If you're wanting to be a millionaire, go ahead and write you a blank check. You know, many of you have probably heard the Jim Carrey story where he wrote himself a check for $1 million, and he just manifested and visualized What are things that a millionaire does, right? Whether it be investing, doing deep work, having a kick-ass morning routine, goal setting, planning, journaling. Go ahead and write yourself that check. Take the pressure off and stop looking at everything day to day to day to day to day. I am somebody that aligns with this new identity. My behaviors back that new identity up, and it's going to drive me there. And it's just a matter of time, because so many of you are so critical on yourselves. You give up so quickly when you try to adopt new habits and new behaviors and to make changes. Long-term change is so, frightening to you. We want this quick satisfaction in everything in life. That's human nature, right? But especially for anxiety, because we're going through a lot of painful symptoms. So we want these quick fixes. And I'm not talking about you having a quick fix mentality if it's just a day. I'm talking about even if you expect everything to drastically change and be different within a couple weeks or 3 weeks, that's a quick fix mentality. If you've been dealing with this for years, I'm not saying it's going to take years to undo, but start thinking months instead of days or weeks. So by visualizing every day and changing your identity today to somebody that is going to recover no matter what, it's just a matter of time, and changing your identity by changing your behaviors and the things that a healthy person does, or in the heart anxiety example that I gave, that does have a healthy heart. A heart patient somebody that has a healthy heart is not going to sit here and check their pulse all day, or check their blood pressure, or run to the ER, or constantly Google stuff about the heart. They're not, right? Remember those old bracelets? What would Jesus do? What would a healthy person do? What would a recovered person do? And again, you can apply this to all different areas of your life. But I hope this meant something to you guys. I know it's been a minute. I've actually been sick on and off for like 2 weeks. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. Excuse me. But we're going to get some new videos. Now it's the new year, and I'm going to start cranking these out again. But I love you guys. I hope the message meant something to you all. There are tons of resources down below in the description, tons of resources to help you with your anxiety. This video is just something scraping the surface. But you do have to have a mindset change. You have to change a perspective on the recovery process for it to actually happen. Stop thinking days, think months. Don't even just think weeks, think months. It's got to be a total permanent lifestyle change, not only to recover, but to keep it away. But my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, takes you through that process step by step. It's down below in the description. My coaching information, online therapy, it's all down there. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.